Today we're heading out on a whale watching tour in one of our favorite corners of the Bay of Fundy, cruising past historic lighthouses, fishing weirs, and finally making our way into St. Andrews Harbour. It's a perfect day on the water, so let's get started. Hi, it's Paula.
And Eric.
We are doing something fun tonight to celebrate a friend's birthday. We're out on the water at Passamaquoddy Bay, and we're heading to the Bay of Fundy to look for whales.
Come along, it'll be fun.
We'll hope to find some. We'll share them. We headed out with Bob's Bounty and Cruising with the Whales, an outfitter out of St. Andrews. And Captain Joel was excellent on this trip. He had two marine biologists with him to talk about the whales and also help with operations of the vessel. As we headed out of the harbor of St. Andrews and towards Letete Passage, which is a narrow opening between a couple of islands, the water went from quite calm to very active with tidal currents as we entered into the area between the islands.
Well, all that water from the Bay of Fundy is trying to force its way into the Passamaquoddy Bay. We're going to experience some pretty extreme tidal currents coming out through here, guys, so just be mindful of that as you're moving around the vessel. Make sure you're holding on to something.
At first, this stage of the tide, it was quite calm and beautiful coming through these islands, and we enjoyed looking at them. Then it picked up. Woo. Little whirlpools too, you can see.
Yeah. If you look at it on the right-hand side as we're coming out through here, you'll see the Deer Island Ferry Terminal. Deer Island has a population somewhere between 800 and 1,000 full-time residents so that they're year-round. There's two ferries that make their way back and forth. One leaves the mainland and one leaves the island every 30 minutes.
The island captain speaking of is the one that we visited during our very first video in the middle of a snowstorm. Bubbles! Bubbles!
Where's those coming?
I don't know.
Yeah, for that guy.
As we tuck into this cove to await the ferry passing, this is the same ferry we drove on all alone in our truck in that snowstorm.
Cool down. We have to put our spinners on.
Winter white hand.
From the water, you get the best perspective of Point Lighthouse. The way the light catches the waves, the rugged shoreline, and the sweep of the spruce trees behind it. It's a reminder of how vital these lights were before GPS and radar, each one a lifeline for sailors navigating the Bay of Fundy's powerful currents. During this part of the trip, we sped out to the area where the whales are and were amazed at the number of islands in this part of the bay. And the captain seemed to know the names of all of them and have little stories about each.
It's a part of Adams Island.
Even rocks jutting out of the water, like the one we're passing now with the rod sticking out of it, are marked for safe navigation. If you look out across the bay, you can just see the tops of old fishing weirs. Most of the wooden frames are underwater at this tide, with only the stakes and nets breaking the surface. These weirs have been used for generations, quietly working with Fundy's powerful currents. Before you knew it, we were in the area close to Campobello Island, where most of the whale sightings were occurring at this time. Dinner as we look at Campobello Island in the distance. It's right over there.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Minke whales just kind of behind us at our 4 o'clock-ish, guys, pointed this way.
During this portion of the tour, we kept our eyes peeled on all areas looking for whales. We already came up and down.
I don't think that was a terminal dive. It was a little bit steep, but I would kind of expect to see that whale again. A little bit closer to us.
Yeah. Gotcha. I got them. You should
There he is! There's a lot of boating activity in this area, including recreational and fishing boaters, along with all of the whale watching boats up here. Like so still. Now we just need a whale to jump up right here.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
I always think for this, something that looks like it might be a little rope.
Yes.
Need to. Flattens out. The smooth and everything around it. Yeah. That's where I think. That's where I look. Wait.
I think it's all in my imagination.
Me too. I can hope.
As we cruise along the eastern edge of Campobello Island, Head Harbour Lightstation comes into view, perched on its tiny, rocky outcropping at the edge of the Fundy tides. From the water, you really see how rugged and exposed this lighthouse is. It's been standing here since the 1820s, facing fog, currents, and everything Fundy throws at it. Just beyond it is Campobello Island, shaped by tides, fishing, and history. Small working harbors, whale-rich channels, and Roosevelt's cottage sit up the coast. Seeing it from this boat gives you a true sense of how remote and beautiful this corner of New Brunswick is, a place where the ocean still sets the rhythm of daily life. Well, we've only seen one or maybe two minkies. It might have been the same minkie.
Same one about 5 times.
Yes. We're still looking, though. We're watching here closely with other boats, so hopefully we'll see some more. It's a gorgeous night.
Beautiful night.
Glad to be out here. We'll just share now some of the beautiful sights we saw over the next several minutes.
That right there was
It happened so fast. I didn't see it that time.
Yeah, that's next as well. You know, together. Just think that was just right.
In general, like there's wall. There's a meat.
Oh God, that was a beauty.
There, I saw a big. Oh,
Media too.
Also,
There he is.
oh yeah. Oh, now he's gone for 45. Yeah, a little boat. Nothing like a boat cruise on a Friday night. Wales, you saw some, and birthday cake.
It's good.
It's good. Well, we're heading back to St. Andrews now, and getting a little darker, but still beautiful out.
Told you, it'd be fun.
On the way back, the captain navigated us successfully through those islands once again, and we were treated to some beautiful skies with the storm weather moving in for the next morning, and also back through Letete Passage and into Passamaquoddy Bay, where the sun was beginning to dip lower on the horizon as we reached St. Andrews Harbour. As we come into St. Andrews Harbour, there's an instant feeling of returning, that mix of salt air, calm water, and the town slowly revealing itself along the shoreline. You start to see the colorful houses tucked into the trees, the old inns along Water Street, and that classic stretch of shoreline that always feels welcoming. As we head toward the wharf, the fishing boats and tour vessels, the pier itself come into view, all those little signs of a working harbour layered with summer energy. There's something special about arriving by water here. St. Andrews has a way of greeting you gently, familiar, historic, and full of life right along the edge of the bay.
All right, guys, welcome back to St. Andrews. I'd like to take a quick minute and just thank you guys all so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you. Our first 5 o'clock trip, and what a beautiful evening for it. Got to get some great looks at some Minke. Oh, don't get too excited. We haven't made it yet. No, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you.
And just like that, Captain expertly steered us into the dock, and our tour was over, and we loved every minute of it. So that was an impromptu video. We didn't know we were going to film this trip, so we did, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Have a great day, everyone.
Have a
I
great
told
day.
you we'd have fun.
Always have fun.